Good morning, boys and girls, moms and dads, everybody in Viewerland. Thanks for tuning in to another Generator Monday. We got the Generac 24 kW up first today, so we're going to let this baby start on our natural gas. Don't forget, 24 kW becomes 21 kW on natural gas. The 24 is propane because it burns more efficient. When you burn propane, it's 70% better for the environment, less emissions, and also the propane doesn't gum up and build deposits on your valves, your pistons, and the spark plugs. And your spark plug gaps, you're going to want to do those 0.010 less than normal for propane. So on my dual fuel, we keep them at 0.32 to 2.8. So if you're going to run it on gas, that's the correct one. But on the propane, if you're always going to run them exclusively on propane, you're going to want to back them off 10/100ths. But invest in one of these little babies so that when you come out in the dark, you have a flashlight as a headlight, and you don't have to hold flashlights. Your hands are free to run your tools. So invest in one of these handy dandy little headlights, get it adjusted, change the batteries in it every year, and be ready to go with your light at night. So you could have that too. So prepare for that. And then we're going to have the Generac run in a minute. But let's have a moment of silence today for the boys and girls that don't have generators and sit in the dark and listen to their food spoil. Alright, boys and girls, moms and dads, we're over here at the Champion Dual Fuel, and I got this crate. I always keep this crate handy, so in an emergency, if my Generac didn't start, I have everything right here. I have the Champion Dual Fuel by the door so I can take it out because your overhead doors aren't going to go up. So I have it readily accessible, and I have all this equipment in here. I have my 50 amp cord to go from the generator to the house. I have a funnel in case I want gasoline. I have some rags for spills. I have my propane hose. I got a wrench so I don't have to go diving for it. I have different connectors if I need them. Then in the very bottom I have my chains so we can secure the Generac or the Champion Dual Fuel so it doesn't walk off. Where I live, it's probably not going to walk off, but I still will secure it. If you don't have anything to secure it to, you can always secure it to the back of a truck and be ready to protect your equipment. But then this basket serves another purpose. These LP tanks need to stand upright, and that's what this will ensure. So if I put the LP tank inside my crate, it's going to stand up for me, so I'm not going to have a problem with it falling over. These have an overflow protection device, and it comes out before the valve. So if you have this in the sun, and it's sitting in the sun, and the sun is heating this baby up on these tanks, it's going to release the excess propane so it doesn't explode the tank. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't put this in the sun if you can help it at all, okay? So then you put your hose on. Get it good and tight. Then take off your cap where the propane goes. Now I just bleed a little out. Just bleed just a hair out. That way it's less air in the hose. And then hand tighten it the best you can, nice and straight. And make sure you hand tighten it first before you put a wrench on there. And then you just use the wrench to snug it up. So I keep my wrench right here, so when I'm ready to change it, I'm good to go. I pull the propane tank back as far as I can from the generator, so that if it is hot and sunny and it's beating on that the release of any LP isn't going to find a place to ignite. So now it's very important that you open this, because this is an excess flow valve, and there's one built inside of there too. So open this very slowly. So that doesn't activate, because then your generator won't run right. So I got her open. I got it on. Okay. So we got her running on the propane, but look at those numbers now on the generator. 8,400 starting, 6,750 running. So notice the difference in the gasoline is 93.75 and 7,500 running. So you're going to have to take into account when you run on LP propane that you have less electric to run with. So just keep that in mind. But now it's run for a minute. So we put a load on it, and now we're going to let it run for a few minutes. So when we're ready to shut her off, we'll go ahead and shut her off in about a minute for you. Boys and girls, you don't want to shut a generator off with a load on it, so we're going to take the load off at this time. We're doing it a little faster than normal today, but we're going to take a load off it, let it run for a little bit, then we shut it off. You saw I shut off the bottle, shut off your electric, break everything down, put it away when you're done. We did it a little faster than normal. Usually I let it run for 10-15 minutes with that quart of gas. Something else to consider, if you've ever seen the frost on the bottle, the line, well, it forms on your fuel system of your generator too. Frost turns to moisture, moisture turns to rust. So after I run an extended period of time with LP, I'll put a quart of gas in it just to run it and dry everything out, so that there's never going to be an issue for me. So you're always going to want to do that, and just play with your stuff. Practice, practice, practice. Be ready for that power failure, so that when a power failure comes, you're lucky. All your friends will be like, oh man, you're lucky you got a power failure. So we all look forward to our power failures then. It's not a big deal. So thanks for tuning in. Hope I helped you out. Hope you learned something. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Bye, boys and girls.